Hi. Cold open. Was sitting here racking my brains. What is it? And I think if anything, it's just like if we have a resistance to what do we have a resistance to? How's that? Okay. And away we go. Here we go. What do we have a resistance to, please, Spirit? Is it accepting our own power, for instance, or the struggle, or none of the above? We're going to give you the floor. Okay. Bottom of the deck, Two of Swords. I often see this card as sword energy. They're crossed, and somehow, and the moon in the background, and the water. I think there's a lot of water energy in this card, implicit. Like the brain is being blocked, the brain itself can't get there. And these are almost like antenna, for messages from the mystery. Moon card is a card of mystery and, the unconscious life and the forces that move through our everyday life, inform our everyday life, affect our relationships, but we're not conscious of them. And what happens when we become conscious? And this I really see as a card of tapping into intuitive energy. She's blindfolded, the swords are crossed. It's like she's going by intuition and extrasensory perception. Thank you, Rue. Four of, stop it. Don't. Shh. That's how I discipline. I'm quite fierce. Four in Major Arcana, Emperor, Divine Masculine. The action that this Emperor, the big boss is taking is to tap into intuition. It might be new terrain for this person because I think they're most comfortable in running the show on the outside, really focused on doing and ruling and directing and delegating outside themselves. So this would be a whole new posture for them. It might even be something like their feminine half, their feminine energies are being blocked. There's a feminine depicted on the card, and the moon is considered divine feminine. Seven of Wands. That's a card of defending your position. Almost like I'm king of the hill. Who's going to challenge me? And it looks like there are a few challenges here. Maybe questioning because Emperor is a fire sign, Aries. It could be challenges to his position as top dog or king of the hill. And actually, in this depiction, the individual doesn't look concerned. They're looking up. They're not paying a whole lot of attention to these wands that might be trying to intrude on them. They're holding their own. Bottom of the deck, Four of Swords. The same sword energy, but there's a retreat involved in this one. To think clearly, to sort of this person's trying to get their head wrapped around something maybe, and they're resisting. Can you tell us about what's this Emperor doing? Oh, that's interesting. You know, they're what's that movie called? Footloose? Maybe this is what their feminine side, the feelings that perhaps they're trying to guard themselves against. Like, hold off there, Joy. Don't, like, I don't know. What, am I right? What does this person think that joy is going to, how that joy might compromise them? Well, they do. They're scared. It's that nighttime scene again. You know, here they're very confident. I'm king of the hill. And yet on some level, this person is really second guessing themselves. And it might even be like, what am I defending here? There's something this person doesn't want to see or isn't willing to face. Because I think Emperor is holding something at bay. Two of Swords, Four of Swords. What isn't the, because Four of Swords is 4 in minor arcana, Emperor is 4 in major arcana. What is it the Emperor isn't willing to see or is trying to heal? Tower. I see Tower as a card of Scorpio because it's such dramatic change. It's like the feelings are not containable. Somebody's gonna explode. And I'm getting like the way these guys are getting blown out of the building. It might have to do with, I mean, it's definitely the explosion, the demise, the downfall of some kind of structure. You know, nobody could get in, nobody could get out, except for this hand of God lightning bolt that actually liberates these people. But it had to get so uncomfortable. For the thing to go boom and the people to be liberated. Major Arcana card. You know, I think the Emperor had something, I don't read for reversals, so it's all about context. But I think this Emperor had ran into some kind of real trouble. And perhaps tried to block it. But that intuitive side of their brain, swords are mental energy, and they're like the two lobes of your brain. You know, one creative, one linear, which is a terrible oversimplification. But there may have been some kind of imbalance. And that may have resulted in a tower moment. Then there's healing. Then there's healing, and then there's celebration. And then there's sort of like remorse or guilt. Tell me about the tower. I'm confused. Somebody's trying to block something. They may be trying to block their own anxiety, and it explodes, and it may have something to do with connections because it's water energy. Explosive feelings or something that just can't be contained anymore. But then there's the Three of Cups, which is sort of like friendship and good times and Three of Pentacles. It could have to do, no, I don't think it has to do with work, but something tangible was underway. These guys are in the middle of building something. Okay, Six of Wands. I was curious about the Seven of Wands. The defensive posture, or the I'm top dog, or, I won't be distracted by your concerns, these other wands coming at him. 3 and 3, Three of Cups, Three of Pentacles is 6, in Major Arcana is Lovers. There might have been a third party. We don't see Three of Swords, though. If that comes out, it's a pretty good indicator. Whatever this guy was standing up for, Emperor, he was successful. I think this person faced some sort of challenge from the outside, because that's his realm. But there they are, victorious after the battle, coming home. I mean, this guy can be known for being prideful, and there is a bit of that here, like, I'm top dog, look at me. I'll take your adulation and your praise for the job I've done, or the battle I fought, or my ability to be powerful and defend a position. Tell us about the Tower again, please. Emotional overload. Like I'm getting like this, when you blow a fuse, there's so much energy coming in, it's not grounded. This is this is weird, but it's almost like AC/DC current. And one will shock you and send you backwards, and the other will shock you and you can't let go. There's some kind of choice that needs to be made, and I think it's been made in sword energy. It's the choice that heals, or it's the choice to heal. Some kind of enormous rift, or like a rip in the fabric of space-time. Tell us about the Emperor, please. I mean, chuckle, like a rip in space-time, and I'm, Wheel of Fortune. Well, it certainly was a liberation. Wheel advances things. Wheel is not regressive. And often we get these two together because you can't go back. You know, the tower is not a situation or frame of mind that one can go back to. You know, or certain feelings have become so overwhelming, boom, it all comes down. Well, this is kind of a rebuilding energy. You know, it always turns in our favor, and it's always divine timing. I mean, there's the hourglass right there, the divine timing. Boy, and maybe this was too. And tower usually or often can signify now. You know, countdown ignition, boom. And this can be an epiphany, something mind-blowing. And I think this is echoing that. Sword energy, mind. You know, the mind can't get there. It's like some kind of download that's so strong. What's the Emperor going through, please? And this turn in this person's favor. Tower always works in your favor. It often doesn't feel like it's working in your favor. Queen of Pentacles. It might be Emperor. Now in divine timing, there's some sort of window of opportunity created by a tower that, you know, just blew people out the window. It's a very dramatic window of opportunity, but I think somebody's going to seize it, you know. Seize the day or something like that. Seize the opportunity for victory. Two and two, two of Pentacles, two of Swords, four in Major Arcana is Emperor. So there's some kind of, there's some kind of decision that perhaps wasn't entirely intellectual. It was more intuitive and based on their feelings. Like something boiled over or the circuits blew. And it actually advanced the cause. You know, Emperor may have stood up for something, which is a little odd because the Emperor is, you know, usually people would defer to that kind of personality. And I think they did because it's, you know, he's riding back victorious. And I think it's possible this Emperor made a choice, Two of Pentacles, to heal something, Four of Swords, maybe things that were spoken or misunderstandings, miscommunications. And he did it, he, she, they, through a period of not talking, introspection. You know, the sword energy is blocked, and it's kind of a good thing it was blocked because it forced this person to tap into their intuition, but this was the result. The psyche wanted this person liberated from this Two of Swords crossroads. And I think they were choosing to heal something with their Queen of Pentacles, where they may have been vacillating before, but like on balance, considering both sides of it, they decided to fight for their relationship, friendship, with this Queen of Pentacles. And it may just be that they want to have a reunion of some sort with Queen of Pentacles. Something lighthearted. Yeah. Didn't we have 2 3s already? We have them now. 3 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, I think I mentioned that is Lovers. Okay. We have King of Swords. Could be an air sign. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. It's the Emperor in any case. The Emperor who had blocked, who had made a decision based on their intuition and their feelings. And it changed everything. Or it's right now changing everything. They're stepping into their power, big time, taking a stand for something, and accepting their kind of karmic destiny. King of Swords is clear and sometimes aloof. And there's some significance to the fact that the sword is neither in nor out of the hilt. Like, is he drawing it out? Or is he putting it back in? Aggression? Or the battle's over? And I think it's the battle's over because there's this victory after the battle business. What did he win? The right to choose? The right to heal? The right to withdraw? Two of Cups. I'd say it's the right to love who he loves, which could be this Queen of Pentacles, somebody who's very grounded and nurturing. And it could be something like King of Swords is all up in their head about, how do I work this out? This relationship in 3D. But I think Queen of Pentacles represents to them a light, loving energy. Nurturing, joyful. How does she feel about it? We got King of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Two of Cups. How does she feel about it? There's something that I was doing the deck the wrong way. Wow. Okay. She feels 4 of Cups about it. She's love is in the air. There's this opportunity for it. That their hearts are extending to each other, but somehow there's this card of where is the love? I remember it, I envision it, my heart still feels it, And there are the Three of Cups still right there. And there are the Three of Cups right there. There's something here that something might have been sort of friend-zoned. And I think King of Swords thinks that their relationship is a missed opportunity. Four of Cups. You know, there's loneliness, heartache, basically. And there's the desire, Wands energy, to do something about it, Wands energy. So King of Swords may be up in their head to a degree, but they're also passionate and quick and spontaneous and let's do it, instinctual, driven by passion. I mean, look at look at the size of the wand. It's like a jousting stick or I almost feel like he's beating the horse to go faster before the opportunity is lost. Empress. Divine masculine, divine feminine. And who is this individual? Let's call him the emperor, because it's in fire energy, is coming galloping toward so passionately, trying to make up for lost time, coming into divine feminine, who draws people in. She's this energy. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn in Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Libra in Empress. And I sort of see it as all the earth signs, because it's the essential principle of Gaia, Mother, the receptive, the fertile soil where things can grow. And this is judgment. We've been getting that over and over and over again. And this is a fairly startling judgment card. There's the angel, but the angel is looking like this, almost like they're reacting to this one. It's something like you've been given a second chance. Don't waste it. Something like that. The whole thing has been taken down so that you can rebuild it. You're working together. And there are three people pictured here. One standing in awe, one sort of on their knees, and one in a state of collapse. It's a card of reanimation, coming back to life, like the growth is coming back. That fertility, that abundance of Empress. And I think Emperor is rushing in for a second chance with his divine feminine. That's sort of the reading. And it's taken a hell of a long time. We got that too. But it's time to reap the harvest. They're saying, look for the other seven. Seven of Wands, Seven of Pentacles is 14, is Temperance in Major Arcana, divine timing. Temperance is a fire sign, like Emperor, like all these other, but this is full of fire and passion. and a kind of pining for the lost love. You know, I can feel her. I can even feel her perhaps disappointment. You know, I understand, you know, the King of Swords is maybe approaching feelings from an analytical place, and how's that going for him? Page of Pentacles. I think it limits something in this person's approach is limiting what they can give to this individual. It's a small gesture, a small offering, a token. King of Pentacles. Well, apparently not a token, because it's backed up by this, first off, match to the Queen. So we have the masculine, the feminine energies, divine masculine, you know, just the bigger ones on the psyche that just are kind of undeniable. I mean, you block them kind of at your peril. They will out. You can put up your little brain guard, King of Swords, and, you know, your feelings are such that there's a, I keep getting like a circuit override. You know, the fuse has to blow. The energy has to be expressed outward somehow. I think maybe this, you know, there was a long time friendship. Both parties invested a lot, but perhaps Queen of Pentacles more. But I think her other half is catching up. And there's an element of sort of like, see, you know, I'm giving, I'm here it is. And I think that they're still wanting to pump the brakes. They can only give a little. Remember I said that? Because something else has to end. Be put down. In the sense of like, whack. This person getting stabbed in the front. Ordinarily, Ten of Swords stabbed in the back. They saw it coming. And the one being stabbed doesn't really look like a person. I mean, it is kind of overkill, but the individual on the ground, maybe I'm wrong about the being stabbed in the front. Oh, it doesn't really matter, but there's something about, did this person see it coming? Page of Cups. You know, I can only offer a little, tangible, whatever. And, you know, my cup of love, like it's not much. It's sincere and heartfelt, but, you know, after this brutal ending, what is the, please let's just resolve this. What is the Knight, what is the King of Pentacles trying to, he wants to show up. Perhaps he wants to show up with kind of evidence, Page of Pentacles, he's ended something. And it was hard, it hurt. It involved some sort of real, like battle to the death. But it was a battle of beliefs or words or... And then there's this kind of, here I am. This is the big emotional explosion. And here's beep, the little... I had a vision as I was walking home today of getting just a taste of sweetness. I grew up in Maryland. There was a lot of honeysuckle. And as a little kid, you'd pull the little stamen out and it would have one drop of sweetness, one drop of nectar. After this cutthroat battle, maybe to do with, well, I don't know. What was the battle about? And then we may not get an answer. Wow. Libra. It's an air sign energy. It can be a court battle. It could be a battle to rectify an imbalance. You have the scales there. And to acknowledge a truth out of all these sword energies. This one is the Major Arcana, the Trump card. But it certainly sets back into balance the 2 of Swords, 9 of Swords, 10 of Swords. I mean, that's a horrible... it's a kind of mental assault. But here it's set right again. The balance is restored. And I think it's between Empress and Emperor. But it may be a court battle. Well, I'm not sure. Here's the Moon card. That was implicit, right? We saw the Moon here. Blocked. The mental block. The explosion of feelings. Water energy. And yet more water energy. And another card of Divine Feminine. And of intuition. Remember, we keep talking about the mental is blocked. The feelings come exploding out. And there's Divine Feminine again, the energy of receptivity and intuition. So we have great mental clarity and great intuitive clarity, and the emergence of this creature from the waters. I think that maybe, and maybe this is a stretch, but that Divine Feminine energy came into this person's dreams. And sort of recalibrated the relationship, the scales of this to that, to make them equal, Emperor, Empress. Could also have to do with the full moon in Capricorn, new moon in Cancer. A card of Cancer. Cancer, Pisces, perhaps Libra. It's right here paired up with Libra. The 8 and the 9. I'm sorry, the 18 and the 19 in Major Arcana. Some kind of sequential, a natural progression. God, please give us just one more. It can be even understanding, that sword energy, becoming clear about the truth of the mystery. Help us, help us, help us, help us. The mental energy was really stuck. Somebody was stuck. 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords, 10 of Swords. And it's almost like the truth will set you free. It'll allow this emotional flow. You know, it's like the dams are breaking. And that's a good thing. It's a good thing. And I think Emperor might have for a time tried to shore up the existing situation. You know, almost like build the scaffolding of because here we have the scaffolding and here we have the wands. It's almost like constructing a barrier. And the universe steps in and says, you know, blow your barrier, you know, set yourself free, step into your karmic destiny, out of this mental trap. This King of Swords person really needs to ground themselves out of their head into their, you know, 3D body, that Capricorn energy of the full moon. You know, you want to meet up with your Empress in 3D, not just in the level of the 5D. Get back into your life, into your corporeal form, your new life with your Empress, and like get on the stick. Things are really speeding up. Tower is now. I feel tired. I'm not going to even tell you what's on the bottom of the deck. That's for another story. I love you guys. I got to get out of here, and so do you. Oh my God, 42 minutes. Apologies. And I should have said this at the beginning because I always say it at the end, and I think only about 3 people have stuck with me through to the end. But bless your heart if you have. Consider doing this and subscribing if you haven't already, joining a membership if you feel so inclined. You can hit the thanks button, you can leave comments. Any of that is so appreciated by me, and I'll see you next time.